Hello there, my very good friends, and on today's After News video, could some TNA wrestlers be set to leave and go to WE?
A major update on WWE Saturday Night main event.
A WE star is set to be signing a new deal.
And the PWI Women's 250 has been revealed. I'm Adam Wilborn.
I'm just really confused with life in general.
It's been a long day already. This is the After News.
Right, okay, let's talk about TNA. More wrestlers, talent exodus, contracts expiring, WWE set to steal them all. It's not like WWE, is it?
No, it's weird that. I thought it was just going to be a nice, friendly relationship initially.
But there's another wrestler whose contract is up, and they join a growing group of people who are on deals expiring next year. We're talking Jonathan Gresham. So there's some stuff here with Jordan Grace as well. They are, of course, a couple, so that would make sense.
Yep.
Fightful Select coming through with the Scoopski here. Gresham's contract is set to expire in January. That's like 3 months away.
God, yeah.
He's a former Ring of Honor champion. He's been in AEW. He's been in Japan. He's been everywhere. He's apparently made good impressions in WWE in the past as well. But there's no word on whether or not they are interested in him as of yet. So Jordan's contract expires in January too. She's obviously been on WWE shows.
She's going, isn't she? Yeah.
She's going there. She's awesome. Gresham's awesome too there. What a talented couple.
They are.
Both jacked as well.
Yeah.
Respect. I wish. Can you tell me what you do, guys? Like, how do you do,
That's what we're gonna look like by January, by the way.
Yeah. Like that, just unbelievable.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout outs to them. They could be leaving, I guess, in January. But you got some other interesting names as well. We spoke about Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
His deal is later in 2025. Josh Alexander, who has been a cornerstone of this era of total non-stop action. His deal expires in February. So you'd imagine that these names will be in play. You'd imagine that they'll go negotiating to various places. And you'd imagine there'd be a bit of a bidding war of 2025. Doesn't quite rhyme, does it?
Bidding.
Jive?
Yeah.
Bidding skive?
That's why they take time off.
Bidding alive? None of these words make sense.
Bidding.
Hive.
Strive. They're striving to sign people.
This is an awful segment.
WWE has clearly, as I have done from the moment this TNA thing came up, looked across that roster page and gone, you, and you. Like, Jordan Grace was kind of nailed on, arguably, if not from the moment she made that amazing run in the Royal Rumble, from the moment they got this agreement with, she was the first one, they went, Jordan, get her in. Yeah. She's coming to WWE full-time. Obviously, it makes sense. Jonathan Gresham would come in as well. Joe Hendry, we talked about yesterday, I think his contract runs till late 2025.
Yeah.
But he's probably going to be in the Rumble as well. And then, yeah, I really like the idea of Josh Alexander coming to WWE. This is nothing against TNA, obviously. But, like, if I was given the choice of, like, people I could steal, people like him, I'd love to see Moose. Love to see Moose in the Fed. And selfishly, Mike Bailey, I think, is just so fantastic. And, we were lucky enough to have him in WCPW many, many years ago. And even then, I thought, when all the legal stuff working in the States gets worked out, he's heading to one of the big promotions. But yeah, I mean, you're kind of spoiled for choice. I don't know what TNA's getting out of this just yet, if anything.
Nothing.
They've been given kind of, smaller talent. Nothing against some of the stars from NXT that have gone across. Did Natalia go there as well?
I don't remember.
I can't remember. But regardless, yeah, it does feel a bit one-sided, this. And now, as anticipated, WWE getting their grubby little fingers on that roster and just going, yeah, but as part of this relationship, can we look at when your contracts are expiring, please?
Yeah, just have a look at those notes, just for research purposes. The TNA have had a couple of nice attendances recently. Yeah. So, like, they've clearly, they've gotten something. But, like, it's just how it is, man.
Without TNA, Joe Hendry wouldn't be elevated to, given that platform. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, there's a lot to be said for that.
They've got the Hardys, so
Matt Hardy's really good in 2024. This is what WWE does.
Yeah.
This is what they do. It's what they did in the 80s with All Star Wrestling and buying TV time up from the territories and signing top talent away from basically everywhere, and it's what they did with the British indie scene a couple of years ago. It's what they did with Evolve not so long ago. It's what they do. It's just how it is. It's how it works. I think if you see these relationships and you're at the start and you're like, oh wow, this is going to be really good for both companies, it's probably because you just are young and weren't around, or maybe haven't researched the territories and what happened there. it's just how it works. We can say it's a new era and all this stuff, but at the end of the day, Triple H is just as bloodthirsty as anyone.
Yeah.
He learned what he knows about promoting a wrestling company from his father-in-law. Obviously, creatively, he's a heck of a lot better than the last 20 years of Vince, but in terms of business and stuff like that, it's how it is. It's gonna happen.
Could be worse. Could be when WCW did it, which that Netflix documentary told me was a lot worse.
yeah.
So.
It's like that time that the WWE voluntarily changed the name to WWE as well.
Yeah. I remember that.
They didn't job out to a panda or anything like that. But yeah, like if
don't use WWF, you got it.
Yeah. So
come on.
That's how it works. And look, these people are going to get paid, and good for them.
Yes, and
can't blame them at all.
If you're a fan of WWE, get excited because people like Josh Alexander and particularly Jordan Grace and Jonathan Gresham coming in. I mean, that women's division across WWE is really exciting right now. NXT's got Julia and Stephanie Vaquer just coming in, obviously.
Also, it's TNA. It's impossible to kill TNA.
Yeah,
like it will never die.
No.
It will just exist forever. So. It's probably gonna, they're probably gonna be fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they go after MSK properly as well, because I really like Trey Miguel. I haven't seen a lot of him until I saw him on WWE telly. The bits that I had seen got me very excited, and he delivered already. So, very excited to see what happens next regarding that. But best of luck to TNA with all that. But let's talk a little bit about WWE Saturday night's main event. It happens towards the end of this year, and WWE are going big on it, according to Dave Meltzer. On Wrestling Observer Radio, he said it's going to be a pay-per-view quality card that goes down in December. He also said that could be where Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens takes place, and they want the match to have a shoot-style presentation. Me and Hamflet talked a lot about the whole Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes situation, because it was going to be a difficult piece of booking to sell both of them. It feels like both of them are going to turn eventually. Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes is nailed on at some point. One would assume before WrestleMania to get that done, so you can take the title off of Cody and give it to The Rock. But I think the Kevin Owens turn has been handled brilliantly, and it is as. The SmackDown GM pointed out on Friday, it is weird that Randy Orton is now the voice of reason in all this. But I really like it, and no doubt Saturday night main event is going to be huge. Even rumours previously that Roman Reigns versus what's his name? Oh yeah, he's the world champion. Cody Rhodes could well happen on that show. No word on that, but Randy versus Kev looks set for December.
Be good. I would like to just have a nice TV show that feels like a pay-per-view. I think that's cool. I think. Anything you can do to freshen up your formats, do something a bit different is good. I think having more big events is good because I really like Saturday shows. I really enjoy being able to just wake up and chill and watch it on like at my speed
at my leisure.
Weekend. Yeah, not having to get up at 4 to cram it on a Monday morning.
Oh, God.
I love it. So more of this. I'm glad that AEW does a lot of Saturday shows as well.
Yeah.
It's a positive shift for the business as a whole. And also, the Saturday night's main event brand has a lot of nostalgia for a lot of people. Obviously, you have the kids' version from a few years ago. But, it would be really cool if this was if this show had a different look. If it felt a bit. I'm not saying go full Southpaw wrestling or NWA Power with it and make it look like something that ripped straight out of the 80s or whatever.
Retro,
But a bit of a retro vibe.
They did a bit of that, I remember, back in the day with In Your House, of course. They got Todd Pettingill back in and the whole setup.
Proper barricades. Yeah. Make the set different. That'd be cool. I'd like to see that.
And also, I know we've discussed this ad infinitum, but look at this. WWE actually trying in December. Normally they go, well, there's Survivor Series. See you at the Rumble, I suppose.
Yeah, see you later, guys. So we'll see how it... I'm about burped.
I'm buzzing for whatever they do at Saturday night's main event, and also Randy versus Kev. It's a good story with a great deal of history involved in it, of course. Looking forward to it.
Excellent stuff. Right. Kevin Owens staying probably in WWE.
Yeah.
This is WrestleVotes. Apparently Kevin Owens is very close to signing a new deal with the company. It was recently reported that his deal was expiring and he was in talks and all of this stuff, and I don't think many people would have honestly expected him to leave.
No.
Because he's just got it so good. He's got it so good in WWE. He's on TV all the time. He's always in the story.
Getting paid.
He's getting paid. He makes every show better. There's not a wrestling show in the world that Kevin Owens wouldn't improve, right? So if I'm other companies, I'm like, yes, I would like him. But also, if I'm Kevin Owens, I'm like, yeah, this has been really good to me. I'm staying forever.
Yeah.
No surprises.
Yeah, exactly. I think if he ever was going to leave, it was going to be the last time he was negotiating his contract for a variety of different reasons. A, more creatively frustrated probably back then. B, AEW being more tempting for a jump back then. And, well, the way that they convinced him to stay, along with saying, we'll book you properly, was also, we'll give you Stone Cold Steve Austin, one would assume. I hope, this is just pie in the sky sort of thing for me, I hope that they've said, please stick around, and he was already probably going to stick around, and they've gone, do you want to tag with Stone Cold or something? Off the back of it. But yeah, he's going nowhere, and it's completely understandable. I love Kevin Owens. Just to echo your thoughts there. For my sins, I wasn't an NXT watcher back in the day, so when he first showed up to kick John Cena's ass, I was like, I don't know who this guy is, but I love him straight out of the gate. And then I subsequently went back and watched his NXT stuff, and obviously Kevin Steen, etc. I was a stupid just WWE fan back then, to be perfectly honest. But now, yeah, he's just brilliant. Whatever role you give him, like he's been amazing as a babyface, considering how phenomenal he is as a heel. And I'm very excited to see where this run goes next with him. Yeah, all the pineapple on the pizza that he wants.
Yep, a stance I disagree with personally.
Yeah,
spiritually.
It's the one thing. Yeah, one thing
spiritually
you and I disagree with Kev on.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, not a fan. But hey, look, eat what you want. Life's too short to care what works.
Nothing against pineapple. Just don't put it on a pizza.
Yeah.
Or with gammon. More of a.
Yeah,
I'll have a second fried egg, thank you very much.
Yeah, egg me, daddy. I don't want the pineapple on here. I want pineapple with dessert mostly.
yeah. But speaking of egg, you're gonna have egg on your face if you didn't pick Toni Storm for number one in the PWI Women's 250. It's just been revealed by Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Their Holiday 2024 issue has Toni Storm on the cover, understandably, as she is number one. Just to run you through the top 10 in reverse order from 10 down to 1. Athena at 10, Mariah May, Willow Nightingale, more than deserved that. I love Willow. Bailey, Suri, Stephanie Vaquer, Micah. Did I get it right?
Yes. I hope so.
I was practicing from Stardom. Rhea Ripley at 3, Jordan Grace at 2, and Timeless Toni Storm at number 1. Again, don't get wound up. It's the PWI. You know how this works. Great. There's going to be really loads of arguments about this for no bloody reason on social media over the next few weeks.
Already has been.
Good. It's kayfabe. It's kayfabe, but also kayfabe. Toni Storm's been great this year, so what are you complaining about?
Yeah, it's kayfabe. Generally, the wrestlers with the strongest pushes are going to get, and Toni Storm has been the centerpiece of AEW's women's division. They went all in on her with the Mariah May story, which paid off brilliantly at Wembley. Great match. She's gone back to Japan as well. I think the window for this is like August to August.
I was about to say, another fun game to play today is to look out for the idiots that go, Toni Storm hasn't done anything in the last couple of months.
Yeah, it's like, so that would theoretically have ended just as she wrestled Mariah May in her best match of the year.
Yeah.
So like, I think it's quite hard to argue with Toni. I don't think like individually there's a WWE wrestler that they've gone that hard with.
No.
Obviously there's
especially in terms of win-loss records.
Yeah, for sure. Like you might say Rhea Ripley, but then the counterpoint to that would be, well, the Rhea Ripley story has been more about Liv and Dom than the title. Yeah. So you could make that point. Maybe would have expected Roxanne Perez to maybe sneak in there, but no major complaints.
That's a good point. Yeah, I don't know where she's landed in the top 20 or so. I assume she's in the top 20.
And also, there's some really good ass wrestlers in there. It's nice seeing just like Willow's year getting acknowledged.
I love Willow so much.
Mariah's been good as well, like especially in the ring. They've invested a lot in her. Cerie's had a great year in Japan. Like every single time I have a weekly ritual where I go in Cage Match every week, and I look just to see what people are digging, right? Every Sunday, what matches have people rated like 8 or higher or whatever? Because it's consensus. This is a good match. Every single week there seems to be a Cerie match that I then have to go and watch. She's had a good year. So yeah, I don't have any major complaints about this.
My only issue in all of this is with number 10. Can we please get Athena on AEW more regularly?
Yeah, that's a good point. Because she could be like number 1. Right? If
nothing against Ring of Honor, but like I ain't got time. So
it's a two-pronged thing, right? It's good that they're putting something really great and cool on Ring of Honor, right? It's good that, like, I think that if we're to sit here and go, the show is like not full of things that attract viewers and maybe don't compel us to watch, we can't then sit here and criticize them for putting someone really great on it. At the same time, Athena, I think, is worthy of a bigger spotlight now, and I would, if I was the man writing the stories or the woman writing the stories, whoever does creative, I don't know, in Ring of Honor, I'd be going, hey, what's the end of the Athena reign? Billy Starks, okay, we'll do that, and then up you go.
Yeah.
Dynamite, just do it. She's great.
Yeah, Willow deserves all the recognition as well this year.
Yeah.
Just what a phenomenal year it is. But yeah, look out for idiots on the internet today, more than usual. Let us know your thoughts on everything we discussed.
Do them right here.
Yeah, in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And if you're thinking, guys, what are you playing at? Bloody late news coming out today. It's because it's the after news, idiot. The morning news. It's available right here.
Bye.
Bye. Not talking to you, love.
Shut up.